Morocco versus Benin, Friday the 5th. Morocco 1.55, draw 3.8, Benin 8.25. First of all, Morocco for an ACCA. Alex, 1.55, surely. The under 3.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Brilliant price on Morocco. Dominating team, dominated the group stage. Absolutely brilliant. Yes, they scored just 3 goals, one in every match, winning every single match in the group stage. Meeting with Benin, unexperienced side in this African Cup of Nations, with unknown players who were very lucky to be the best, the third best team from the 3rd place in the group altogether, you know. So yeah, Morocco with the firepower they have, they will impose the rhythm there, and I'm absolutely convinced that they will win this match.
Yeah, it is a bit of a mismatch, and I have to say the odds are not reflecting that, which is great for us. And yeah, they won all 3 matches 1-0 apiece. Martin, anything other than a Morocco win? Obviously, we've got to extend on that. That could be where the first Morocco in the under 3.5 goals comes in. What do you think?
Oh, certainly. Yeah, it has to be. Strangely enough, the odds have actually drifted on Morocco since this morning when I wrote an article about this game. They've actually gone out to 1.74, just a straight Morocco win with some bookmakers, which I think looks like a fantastic price. I don't know if that's got something to do with an injury. I can't see why they would have drifted out that much. But anyway, I still fancy Morocco to win this one comfortably. As we said, they won all 3 group games. That included a 1-0 victory over a very strong Ivory Coast team. Yet to concede a goal at this tournament, former Juventus defender Mehdi Benatia sits alongside Roman Saiss of Wolves at the back. They look very solid. Just like Alex said, Benin, not a footballing powerhouse. No real players of note. Lucky to make it through to this stage of the tournament. They drew all 3 games, which suggests that they're stubborn, they're difficult to break down, but Morocco should have the superior quality here. So yeah, Morocco in the under 3.5 goals. I think this is actually the only one I'm going for that bet on, but yeah, 1.95 I've got on that, and those odds might drift. So yeah, let's have a look. Let's see if they've drifted. But yeah, that looks like a very good bet there for me.
Yeah, slightly concerning with them drifting, but they should still have enough within them to definitely beat Benin. Yeah, under 3.5 goals. I got 1.88, but you said those odds are drifting now. Morocco win 2-0 also looks good, 2.05.
Gone to 2.1 now, Morocco in the under 3.5 goals.
There we go. Wow. And I've got Morocco win 2-0, 2.05, and Morocco -1 at 2.01. Obviously, those odds are not reflecting the current change of odds of Morocco, so you'll get a better price. Alex, what do you like on this one?
Straight Morocco win, 1.74, like Martin said. I'm not going to touch anything, but I love the win 2-0. I think that Benin will struggle to find the back of the net against a rock-solid Morocco's defense there. So, yeah, that looks good too. But a straight win at 1.74 for Morocco looks absolutely amazing. And I was checking the injuries and the yellow cards, and there is nothing very serious. I really don't understand why the odds drifted so much in favor of Benin.
Sean Watson says Africa Cup of Unders. I like that. Yes.
Yes, that too. That is the trend. That is, I think that 75% of the matches from the group stage finished under 2.5 goals, but the odds reflect that. So you can find maximum 1.5 in some matches for under 2.5 goals, under 0.5 goals in the first half of the match. Also, that was a trend in the group stage, but that is this is a mismatch, as you said, as you specified at the beginning. So I don't know how Benin will put problems. It's like you remember the Gold Cup when Martin said about Mexico and Haiti, he will take a small stake on the draw because Haiti will defend, and this is what it happened. Mexico won on penalties. So Martin was absolutely right, because the small teams tend to have a defensive approach, and it's very, very difficult to open them. So, but I still think Morocco has the necessary weapons to open Benin's defense and score at least one time and win. We don't need more than 1-0, 1-0, and we're out.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so on the same page here, Alex liking the straight Morocco win. We all like the straight Morocco win. Morocco and under 3.5 goals. I just looked at the odds as well for Morocco win to nil. 2.38. You can get it for in some bookies. 2.25, 2.3, bet 365. All right, Uganda versus Senegal also playing Friday 5th. Senegal 1.6, draw 3.75, and Uganda 8. You've got Senegal, obviously, they're second favourites to win behind Egypt. They're priced at 7. Egypt are priced at 5. Senegal, again, 1.6. Would you add that to your ACCA, Alex?
Yeah, I would make a double Morocco with Senegal for sure. Uganda, they were the surprise of the group stage, in my opinion, but I think that it's the end for them. Senegal with a absolutely amazing squad there. You can never trust the African teams. This is why we are always saying keep your stakes low, because it's the summer break, international matches. So it's very tough to make money with the African Cup of Nations. But if you're betting with cautious here, I think that you can make some profit. Senegal with 1.6 straight win there. Absolutely love that price. But also, for a top tip, I'm going Senegal and over 1.5 goals in the match at 2.3, because I really like and love Senegal's attacking firepower there with Sadio Mane, Niang, Keita, Ndiaye, and so on. Absolutely great squad there. Win to nil, I think that it's a good bet. Many good bets for this match, in my opinion.
Including Senegal and the under 3.5 goals at 1.91 if we think that Uganda will not score. There's also value on the Martin Classic, Senegal and the under 4.5 goals at 1.7, which is very nice indeed. What was the price, sorry Alex, did you say for the over Senegal and the over 1.5 goals?
2.3.
Ooh, that's nice. All right, Martin, what do you have here?
Yeah, there's been a lot of low-scoring games, I think, because of the heat. This tournament's normally played, as I said in the first video, this tournament's normally played in the early part of the year. They've moved it to the summer to avoid a clash with the Premier League, Serie A, La Liga, all the big club leagues. And it's just so hot out there in Egypt that I think players just don't have the energy and the stamina to keep pushing for more goals in the latter stages of games. So, yeah, we have seen quite a lot of low-scoring games. It was a good money-maker in the first couple of rounds, but I think the bookmakers are wise to it now, sadly. The one team that I would be fearful of is Senegal, because, like Alex said, they do have a lot of great attacking firepower going forwards. Sadio Mane looks like he's mining a rich vein of form once again, scored twice in their last game. So, yeah, I think this could be an interesting game. Could be a few goals in this one. I'm just going to go for Senegal minus 0.75 on the Asian handicap, odds of 1.82. I think they'll win this one reasonably comfortably. They did lose, which was a surprise. They lost that game against Algeria, but they bounced back with a fine win in their last match, and they're a very good team. I think they've got the best squad at this tournament, and I don't think they should have too much trouble against Uganda, who have already lost 2-0 to Egypt and could only draw with Zimbabwe. So, yeah, that's my bet.
There you go. All right. So, again, a similar page there. Alex obviously just taking that over 1.5 goals for Senegal. Okay, Egypt versus South Africa. Egypt 1.6, draw 3.8, South Africa 7. Now, Alex, you said you would make a double between Senegal and Morocco. I'm thinking of making a treble and adding Egypt. Tournament favourites, a wonderful treble there, maybe even with Algeria as well, but we'll get to that one. But as a real nice little three treble there, Egypt as well. Serious contenders for the title, winning all 3 games to nil, full of confidence, and again, 1.6, even as a straight bet. Yes, start us off here, Martin.
Yeah, Egypt are in very strong form. There's a few teams that have won all their games, including Egypt. They sailed through to the knockout stage of the tournament. They're the host nation. They should benefit from really strong home support. I'd say in Mohamed Salah, they have the best player in this tournament, and he's in really good form now. A bit slow to get started, but he scored in his last two games, and I think he's got the pace to terrify this South Africa defence. The South African domestic league is okay. That's where most of these players ply their trade. There's not many of them that are making it in the big European leagues or anything like that. I just think this looks like the end of the road for South Africa, really. They only finished third in their group. They lost to Ivory Coast and Morocco. I think they'll lose to Egypt as well.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I can't see them scoring. Egypt have looked very solid throughout, and we've seen a lot of win to nils already in this tournament. That's what I'm going for. Egypt to win to nil, 1.95.
All right. What, if you'd had to pick a correct score, Martin, what would it be?
I'd say 2-0. Yeah, I think 2-0.
So my Egypt and the under 3.5 goals looks good as well. 1.95. I told you I was going to sound like a broken record, but I tell you what, if the shoe fits, Alex, would you add Egypt and make a treble?
No, I will stick with two doubles. I will tell you later for the next match. So we have Morocco and Senegal, which I think that will give us around 2.4 in terms of odds, and we have Egypt first for the second double with Algeria, but we'll talk about Algeria later. Egypt with Algeria and Morocco are the only three teams in the group stage who have won all their three matches without conceding goals. So 3 clean sheets for each of them. This is why, Martin, I love that bet with Egypt to win to nil. Egypt are playing home. Like Martin said, Mo Salah is playing better and better. I think that he will be the key player again for a great Egyptian side, in my opinion, who are big favorites to win the trophy prize at 4.2 with Betfair, followed by Senegal at 5 and Algeria at 9. So South Africa shouldn't put too much problems to Egypt, and I see Egypt, and for that 2-0 correct score, I'm going Egypt and over 1.5 goals in the match at 2.15.
Ooh, all right. So going in we're all still on the same page, just slightly different. So we were all different bets. Egypt win to nil. Egypt in the over 1.5 goals. Egypt and the under 3.5 goals for myself, 1.95. Mo Salah, anytime goal scorer, 2.1. Is that something would you take that one? Is that like would you make that an official pick for our viewers, or you're just sticking with your one and that's what you want to say? Like which Mo Salah?
Why not? Why not? He can score from free kicks. He can score on his own from inside the box. If he has a good cross from a teammate, he can score. He can find spaces in South African defense. So many situations that Mo Salah can score from. So 2.1, it's a decent price. We'll take it.
Yeah, all right then. Tiong Tan says, morning guys, morning to you as well, although we are heading into our afternoon here in Costa Rica, and these boys in Europe are well and truly into your afternoons. What time is it with you guys? I know it's still light, but you're in summer now, so it's probably still, what time is it?
20 past 7 here.
20 past 7. Are you on the same time? Yeah.
Yeah, no, me 21, 9 and 20 minutes.
Ooh, all right.
9 p.m.
So, Algeria versus Guinea now, Sunday the 7th. Algeria 1.85, draw 3.3, and Guinea 5.35. Very surprised to see Algeria at that price. Sometimes I'm a little too surprised, to be honest with you. Guinea obviously finished third in Group B with just 1 win. They did score 4, but they conceded 3. But then you've got Algeria, their third favourites. They beat Ivory Coast. Sorry, they beat second favourite Senegal. Sorry. Why so high a price there for Algeria at 1.85?
Again, I really don't
Luck?
understand the pricing, the prices. And Guinea, yes, they beat Burundi 2-0, but Burundi finished with no goal scored. And after that, they were very lucky to draw 2-2 with Madagascar. Uh, Again, they were very lucky to qualify in the knockout stages, and I don't see nothing here than Algeria win. It will be a shock if we will see something else. 1.85, I think that I will make it my banker. But my banker is just with one unit in this summer break, summer international break. So this is what I was saying to you, that I will combine Egypt with Algeria at 2.4 once again for a double.
Very, very nice price indeed. Yes, in the regular season, which obviously starts in August, bankers are generally 2 units, but we have been sort of like mentioning that, you know, half stakes with these tournaments. We've got some great prices though, so that's about all you need. If you feel really confident, obviously, put a unit on it. Martin, over to you on this game, Algeria versus Guinea.
Yeah, I also can't understand why Algeria are quite so well priced to win this game. They've been probably the best team at this tournament so far in terms of results. Won all 3 games, including a very good win against Senegal. Haven't conceded a goal yet. Sailed through to the knockout stages of the tournament. And they're up against the side that haven't been very inspiring at all. You know, they, like Alex said, they were lucky to draw with Madagascar. They lost to Nigeria. They only just about scraped through. You know, Algeria have got quality players like Riyad Mahrez, Islam Slimani. Should just be too good for them. 1.85 straight win. I don't need to do anything else. I don't need to look at any other caveats whatsoever. Just going for the win. Algeria looks like a great price.
Yeah, I'm taking it as a single bet. I'm just gonna I'm gonna do a treble. I just don't like it when things are too good to be true. So I am gonna play it because it would just be like completely silly not to. But I'm too scared to stick it in a parlay. But Alex is our parlay Aka king, so if he thinks it's good, I'd do it. Okay, Mali versus Ivory Coast. It is playing on Monday the 8th. Ivory Coast 2.4, draw 3.08, Mali 3.55. This is probably the most evenly matched of the games that we've been previewing, and this is the one where I really wanted to obviously speak with you guys first. Mali obviously ended first in the group, 2 wins and a draw. Ivory Coast second in the group. They lost to Morocco, which gave them their spot here. So close on the outrights. Is this going to be a close game, Martin?
Yeah, I think it could be a close game. I mean, Mali top Group E, as we know, but they beat out Angola and Mauritania, who aren't particularly good sides at all. Neither of them have made it through to the knockout stages of the African Cup of Nations. The good result that they had was a draw with Tunisia. But Tunisia aren't what they used to be. They did score 6 goals in the process. They look good going forwards. But I would say they face a very difficult challenge now against an Ivory Coast team packed full of big names. It's not quite the Ivory Coast team of 5-10 years ago when you had the Touré brothers and you had Didier Drogba up front and Salomon Kalou, when they really were the best team on the continent by a mile. But they're still a pretty good team. I mean, Wilfried Zaha up front, you know, he's one of the best attackers in the Premier League. We know that Wilfried Boney's got a good eye for goal. Frank Kessié is a very good player. Max Allan Gradell's a handful. I think they're going to be too good for Mali in this one. Odds of 2.4, they're drifting. They were 2.15 this morning. They're out at 2.4. I think if you look at the results, you would think it would be close, but I'm just going to go for a straight Morocco win, 2.4. Sorry, a straight Ivory Coast win, 2.4.
All right. Yeah, very good point there with their wealth of players, 2.4. Alex, what about yourself? What are you going for?
I think that these 2 teams impressed me the most in the group stages from the attacking point of view. They both scored goals for fun. And the bookies are offering some great prices on over 1.5 goals in the match. 1.64 for just 2 goals scored in the match, which is unbelievable because, yes, the trend, as we said, is under 2.5 goals, but we are not speaking about 3 goals here. We are speaking just about 2 goals.
Yeah.
And that's about it. 1.64 for 2 attacking sides. I agree with Martin's take also on Ivory Coast, but I will be more cautious, and I would say Ivory Coast with draw no bet at 1.6 there. So in case of a draw, I will not risk to lose my half unit there because I'm not playing it with more. Yeah, I think that I will go. My second banker, let's say, it will be Mali versus Ivory Coast over 1.5 goals at 1.64 because I'm seeing also both teams to score here at 2.38 with the Betfair.
Yeah.
I think that despite the absolutely amazing squads that Ivory Coast have at their disposal here, Mali can contribute on the scoreboard because they showed that against Tunisia, they showed that against Angola and Mauritania. And against Tunisia, I'm telling you, that wasn't an easy match for Mali. But yes, I really think that Mali can find the back of the net there. So over 1.5 goals at 1.64, both teams to score at 2.38, Ivory Coast with draw no bet at 1.6.
Are you taking all of those? You're actually taking both teams to score?
All of them.
Oof, all right. Ending with a bang. I like that over 1.5 goals, I have to say, and also that Ivory Coast draw no bet. I think you can get higher, around 1.62, 1.67, something like that. Yeah, this could be a 1-1 at the end of the 90 minutes. I like that over 1.5 goals a lot. And then obviously if you want to back yourself up. Martin, you are often the cautionary better, but you're still liking that Ivory Coast 2.4.
I am, yeah. I think it looks like a very good price. I think if you just look at the results, and to be fair, Mali's performances were good. If you look at the results, you would think that they would be a real handful in this game, and they would make a really good fist of it. But then if you look at the respective quality within the two squads, there's only one winner there. They've got really good players in that Ivory Coast team, and this is a nation with a good footballing pedigree now. Whereas Mali, I'm not seeing any star names there. I think they're more than the sum of their parts, and they've done well so far. But the best result they've had was a 1-1 draw against Tunisia, and I feel that Ivory Coast are a better team than Tunisia, so I think they have the quality to go on and win this game. We haven't seen a great deal of Zaha so far in this tournament, but he was on the score sheet last time. They got a 4-1 win. I think that'll give them a lot of confidence ahead of the next game, and I think they can go on and win it. So 2.4 looks like a great price to me. Yeah. I'm going to just go for it, make some money. But yeah, if you're feeling more cautious, go for draw no bet.
Yeah. Well, Martin, you're often the cautionary better, and you're not wavering from that bet there. So there we go, 2.4 if you want to take that bet. All right, so let's run down the bets that we're going for round 16, a knockout stage. And if you do have, Alex has mentioned his, Martin, if you do have a banker, favourite bets here on the cards, do let us know. Alex, what are you going for?
Going for Morocco and under 3.5 goals at 1.83. Morocco to win at 1.74. Senegal and over 1.5 goals in the match at 2.3. Egypt and over 1.5 goals in the match at 2.15. Algeria to win at 1.85. Mali versus Ivory Coast over 1.5 goals at 1.64. Both teams to score at 2.38. Ivory Coast with draw no bet at 1.6. Double Morocco with Senegal at 2.4. Egypt with Algeria at 2.5.
Wow, that's a lot of great bets there. Okay, Martin, what are you going for?
So I'm going to go for Ivory Coast to beat Mali at 2.4. Algeria to beat Guinea at 1.85. Egypt to beat South Africa to 0 at 1.95. Senegal minus 0.75 Asian handicap against Uganda at 1.82. Morocco and the under 3.5 goals against Benin at 2.1. That has now drifted to. Probably my favourite one out of them would have to be Senegal. I think they're a better team than Uganda and should win that one comfortably. I'd also quite like to put Senegal in a double with Egypt. I think both of those teams will soar through to the next rounds. But yeah, I think there's a lot of good value in this round of fixtures, a lot of lopsided ties. And yeah, I think we'll get some big names getting through to the next round, and then we'll see some really intriguing quarter-final ties. So be sure to come back, and we'll go through it all soon.
Yes, Yes, we will. Okay, I'm going to go for Morocco and the under 3.5 goals. I found 1.88, but Martin there 2.1 or something for the better odds. I like Morocco win to nil 2.05 and Morocco -1 at 2.01. I like Senegal and the under 3.5 goals at 1.91. Egypt and the under 3.5 goals at 1.95. I did say that I was going to sound repetitive. I like Algeria 1.85, and I'm not going to make an official play, but I really like the Ivory Coast draw no bet and the over 1.5 goals that Alex mentioned. I'm going to do a 3-team parlay of Morocco, Senegal, and Egypt, and my favourite bet is Morocco and the under 3.5 goals at 1.88, now 2.1. All right, boys, enjoy the rest of your evening, your sunny evening. It's nice it's still light out, so go and enjoy. Best of luck with your bets, and we'll see you for the quarterfinals.